hot in here.
Jeep SUVs give you all kinds of freedom. The freedom of going anywhere.
I got the fan or the dryer going and I am sweating. So hot. Oh, I'm sitting too close. Checking on my kids. They don't like to nap. But I was up all night with them. Every 2 hours again, my 22-month-olds were going strong. They wanted more milk every 2 hours. I make almond milk for them fresh, and they drank up my whole batch last night. And simply because I wanted to get some sleep, I gave it to them. And what else am I supposed to do? You know? I don't know why their sleep pattern has even changed. It's so hot. I don't want to bitch and complain on here, so I'm not going to. It's just outside sources, if you will, make it hard for the kids to hit their first bedtime. Got neighbor kids out there playing, throwing balls, hitting windows. That's about all I'm gonna say about that. So my kids don't go to sleep when they're supposed to. And then it's like constant crying, then every 2 hours they're up, and they shouldn't be. I was putting a video, I had a video going in their room when they go to bed. I took that out last night. I think like it was just keeping them up. I'll tell you, every child is different. My first son, who's 19 now, beautiful Donovan, he was easy. Slept through the night after 6 weeks, and that was it. I never had to sleep train, nothing. He just went to sleep, slept through the night. My twins, not so much. They pretty much, there was a null maybe last month or the last 2 months where they actually were making it through the night, and they would just wake up at 3:30 in the morning and then again at 6:30. And then they'd go down for a nap at like 10. Not anymore. They're up every 2 hours. And along with them, my 6-month-old is up every couple of hours. So I'm back to not getting consistent sleep, and I'm being woken up in a haste because my twin son, I have a daughter and a son who are twins. My son, my older baby son, has a high-pitched scream that is brutal. It goes inside my soul and shakes it completely. So my nerves are shot once the morning comes around. Excuse me. So I've been trying to just get my mind right. I've been seeing, I have a mindfulness coach, mindfulness and meditation coach. And I'm supposed to be meditating 2 times a day. I've been able, and I started this last week, so I've been able to meditate maybe 3 times since last week, or since Monday started. I should be meditating right now, and will after this. But it's been really, really hard trying to have the ambition, the motivation of sleep deprivation. And it's hard once you start getting the sleep again to then be deprived from that sleep. It just really, I don't really know how to even explain it. I'm sure other mothers and fathers out there who are experiencing the same kind of sleep deprivation can relate to me if you know, you've gotten some sleep or you're not getting any sleep and you haven't gotten any sleep. I mean, it took a good year for the twins to even just sleep to 3:30 in the morning. So for it to be completely gone is unfortunate. I kind of live on a busy street, so there's constant noise, and you would think that they would be, sorry, my dryer is pumping. They would be used to the noise. And I try to keep it noisy when I put them down to sleep also, so they get used to it and they just sleep. So I'm struggling. I'm struggling with that. I really am, because it makes me have a bad attitude. And I have a sharp fuse, a short fuse, and I get really upset. So any outside things, any neighbor kids, anything, I'm like, you know, they have no idea. My neighbors don't watch their kids. The kids just play outside with balls and all kind of things. And it's not really the most ideal area for kids to play, but I guess if it's all the space you have, it's all the space you have. I just am wired differently. I am a strong believer that my children, my child should never be someone else's problem. That means if my kid's outside playing, a neighbor shouldn't hear them. A neighbor shouldn't be intertwined in their activity. It just shouldn't. I guess I'm old school that way. I guess new school, you let your kids run around like wild animals. That's what they do. That's what they're doing. That's the next generation. So I feel like my kids have an advantage because I am not letting them be wild batchies who have no etiquette, no respect for elders, and no respect for where they live. You know, litter, things like that. I'm disgusted by the amount of litter I see in Rohnert Park, I have to tell you. It's as if they've been in some kind of time capsule, and I'm not really sure what the deal is, but they love to litter here. It's very littery. So anyway, that was kind of an off the road rant. I mean, honestly, with all that going on, it just paints a picture for you to see like what I'm trying to say, because anything and everything that we try to do as parents, as people of our own, we are gonna catch, what's the right word? Resistance. Gonna catch resistance for it. And I know the saying, if you resist, it will persist. It is true, because when I'm on, whoa. Let me put my thing somewhere else. I have a tripod that, I'm not so happy with it. I never was. It's kind of loose fitting. Okay, this light is too close to me. My daughter is totally awake. I'm about to go see what she's doing. Stay y'all with me. Because I'm sure it's something disgusting. My kids need to be potty trained, the older ones. It's also a feat I wasn't trying to tackle while I had a newborn. So I'm trying to find my ambition. I'm trying to find my, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna get this done attitude. My perseverance, my I'm gonna work out and fucking rock my body. I'm gonna fucking work hard and hustle. I'm gonna make a difference in my life and change some shit that I don't like. And I mean, I'm there where I'm like, okay, there's some shit I don't like and it's gonna get changed right now. However, I let outside things kind of take over. So I'm really, really, really working hard on trying to conquer, or, you know, conquer my fear, because I feel that it is a fear of not succeeding that I'm afraid of, and not being able to be consistent. So I've done it a couple times, and you know, I want to find a rhythm. I want to find a rhythm where I'm waking up and I'm meditating and I'm exercising and I'm studying and I am hustling and building websites and doing whatever it is I need to do to make money and income so that I can stay home with my kids. Ultimately, that's the main goal. You know, I want to stay home with my kids. I do not trust people. I don't trust nobody. Okay? So I'm not leaving my kids with anybody. There's two people, my sister and my cousin, that I trust to do it my way. And as a mom or a dad, you know the feeling when you are working your ass off and you're trying to get your kids in a routine and kind of trained to function with the routine and the family. And when you get resistance or you know, they get a little bit of spoiledness, it'll throw your ass off and then you're up shit creek without a paddle, alone at home with the kids, losing your shit. That's kind of where I've been. I mean, from crying to being extremely upset, you know, and I just want to get even again, and I want to be the best that I can be so that I can be the best for them, you know, and really give them all the nurturing, all the teaching I can possibly give. And obviously I have to take care of myself first. You have to take care of yourself first. It is a hard balance. It is a hard balance. Definitely a challenge. I think I did a great job with my son. Again, he was one. It was somewhat easy until hormonally challenging. And, you know, it's just hard. It's hard trying to find that balance, but I'm still going to keep working on it just because it's hard. I'm not going to quit. I took my insurance exam again and I failed. And it's by a couple questions, but any way you look at it, I did fail. And at first I was going to just retreat under a shell and disappear. I just couldn't do it. It took me back to high school, you know, where I would be trying my damnedest and trying so hard and yet still coming up short and failing and getting failing grades. And once you're in that failing kind of curve, that's exactly where you stay. Especially if the teacher's grading on a curve, you stay underneath that curve. It's very hard to come back from it. And that's what my brain is used to. My brain is used to going, oh, you failed. Oh, you got an F. Whatever the fuck that means, right? You got an F. How do you come back from that? How you coming back? You know what I mean? In college, I kind of struggled the same way. So, you know, I got to get over it. I have to learn to study differently. I have to see that the way I'm studying, the way that I'm doing it is wrong. And so I have to look at what I'm doing wrong so I can get fucking better, you know? I'm not going to get better if I keep doing the same shit, doing it the same way. Memorizing flashcards and things like that, I think this exam is too big for me to do it that way. I have to know my info, period, point blank. And I have to make the time to make that happen. Nobody else is going to do that for me, you know? And in the same breath that I take care of the 3 babies and the house, and I mean, can you see my fucking laundry right now? And there's a whole other load in the dryer. Booyah chicka, okay? I gotta fucking get that shit done. Gotta get it put away. It's Friday. I want to go into the weekend with none of that shit. I want to kick it, you know what I mean? And relax and enjoy my family, not be, you know, up here sweating and folding. Seriously. I don't want you guys to see my laundry. See? I mean, it's nonstop. I mean, that's all I do. So, find your ambition is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm trying to find mine, so I don't know a method. I don't know a rhythm. I'm just going to try. And I think that's the best that I can do right now. I am going to do my meditation right now. I feel like it's a good time to do it while the kids are sleeping, or at least laying down, and for the most part quiet, and mainly while the baby is asleep, who I just started putting down on his own and giving him a bottle of water to sleep with because I still breastfeed. which is another thing I'm battling with ending. Do I stop at 6 months and kind of go, okay, I gave it the best shot? Or do I keep going even though he's needing solid food and maybe needing a little bit more? Do I keep breastfeeding because it kind of encourages this neediness for one another? Me not being able to handle his crying and wanting to pick him up immediately, to him feeling like, oh my gosh, she's not holding me, I'm not connected, cry, 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 panic, panic, panic. So it's a balance, and it's not easy by any means, but it doesn't mean quit. You know, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm gonna take this exam again. And eventually it's gonna be the success story. Like, I took that motherfucker 10 times and here I am. Look at me. I'm doing it. And so that's Jiminy Crickets. That's what my goal is. Gotta make sure these kids aren't falling out of the cribs. And if you can see, my battery's low. I'm gonna go in. It's almost like she knew that we were looking. Anyway, if anybody else is going through what I'm going through or anything similar and you just feel like you can't get over that hump, do not give up. Don't lose your ambition. Keep it, hold it close. Do what you gotta do to take care of you and get your mind strong and your body strong too. All right, I love you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit like, and hopefully I can continue to bring you some kind of entertainment or quality. To all you parents out there, keep pushing. You're doing a great job. It is harder than you think, harder than anybody thinks. It's not always like, oh, look at, oh, so wonderful. Sometimes you're crying, you're stressed out, and it just is what it is. So, again, anybody that's trying to keep an ambitious attitude